Welcome and find out what is happening with Kelly Raspberry, Big Al Mac, Ana Castillejos, Nick Adams, Trey Peart, and part-time Justin. I'm Jose Roberto Angeles Catam Lopez Chavez de Perez, and here with the lead story is Ana Castillejos.
Thank you, JC. Earlier this week, while prepping for my On Cloud Wine podcast, I fell down a deep, deep rabbit hole. This week on the podcast, Alicia and I are talking about songs we forgot existed. Like those songs that you hear on every soundtrack from every movie in the early 2000s, the songs you used to hear on the radio in like 2002 that you still know all the words to, but you haven't listened to in forever. The best. We're talking Reliant K, we're talking 18s, we're talking Ashley Simpson type of songs that get you hyped every time it comes on because the nostalgia is just too much for your soul. So as I was on my rabbit hole journey and curating the perfect playlist for this podcast episode, my boyfriend Ryan had the audacity to say that I shouldn't include Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield because it's too obvious and no one has ever forgotten that song. True. Valid. However, I still think it should be included because who doesn't want to listen to a podcast and suddenly hear the staring at the blank page before you open up the dirty window, let the sun in. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Yeah. What key was that?
I know, right?
that was an F sharp, Kelly. That was an F sharp.
I didn't have
The
time
left
to
is still on
warm up. Anyway, you can tune into this nostalgic podcast episode of On Cloud Wine. Wherever you get your podcast, it's available now. Back to you, Jose.
By the way, making my way downtown.
Walking fast,
That
faces past, and I'm homebound.
That turned 20 years old yesterday, I believe. After growing out his hair for over 1 year.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Jose Chavez has officially cut his hair. Thanks for noticing, guys. It's been all morning.
You're wearing a hat.
And
You could
headphones.
see I don't have my
No, because I thought
No.
you cut it like a week ago, and then you were like, no, it's right here.
The whole time I'm waiting for one of you to notice. Nobody.
You have a hat on.
I'm still Sour Patch Kid over that. He spent a couple days trying to figure out how to style his flowing poop-colored mane that once was almost platinum blonde as a kid, but for some reason evolved into that weird shade of brown. So he conducted a poll on his Instagram at JSI5, and after thousands of votes flooded in, he was shocked that 75% of people wanted him to cut it. So he called his barbershop. They remembered him, and they said they could squeeze him in. When he arrived, he unveiled his hair, and to his surprise, the woman who was about to put scissors to his locks said, "Are you sure you want to cut it all?
See?
You have pretty hair. I can do something with that." She had him at pretty. His head was hers. She went to ask him if he had seen Justin Bieber's hair, to which he responded with, "Of course," a little too quickly. She told him that she believes he could try something like what he had. So now Jose is rocking a mid-length vibe until he gets more rude Instagram messages and decides to catch that hair fade.
Wow.
So
Let's see it.
Can we
Can't
see
you-
it without the hat?
Take the hat off.
No, because now he's got hat hair.
Oh, so it's still long.
Oh, it looks good.
It's mid-length, and she went and took some off the sides, and I can style it.
Yeah,
and put a
that's
little
Justin
mousse in
Bieber.
it.
It's
You
Justin
can do the
Bieber.
middle part.
I can do the middle part if I want.
It looks great. Justin Bieber, Kid Leroy vibes.
No bun, though.
I can still do the bun a little
Hey,
bit.
you want a middle part in your head? You look at this bad boy right here.
Look at that. That's
Ain't nothing
That's
in the
all
middle
part.
up there. Yeah.
That's like the Red Sea part.
Yeah, that's like,
I know you can feel it for